Good morning from the garden. Cooper and I are out on the deck with my coffee, checking things out. So there's the big garden. I'll be down there later today, catch some video. But right now I'm going to move along the deck and grab some pictures of herbs. These are the big pots that go in my grow hut over the winter and maintain my herbs. This is cilantro that went to seed, and I am kind of supporting it as it forms the seed pods that I want to collect. So yesterday I put a sheet down under the pot, so if any of them fall off I can collect those. Next is my thyme, and gotta tell you guys, every time I walk by it I just give it a little pet and then sniff my hands forever because it smells great. This is the grow hut that I built last year. It's under the eaves of the deck, and it really maintains my herbs super nice. So this is lemon thyme and sweet marjoram, and it is same thing. Totally huffing on my herbs. So up here, these are a new variety of blueberry that grow in a pot. They pollinate themselves. It's a multi-genus variety, and they are loaded with blueberries. So excited. But even more than that, look at the new growth I'm getting on them. They are growing super well, even though they came to me after flowering and already setting fruit. They're super happy plants up here. They're doing great. One little shot here. Mr. Cooper out here helping me, keeps nudging my arm. So right now I'm just headed off the deck, and this is along the driveway, my container plants, and the rest of them down here, row 2, and we'll head down there, take a look. So starting up here, these are my Yukon Gold potatoes grown from leftover potatoes from what I grew last year. They're in it's about like a 25-gallon grow bag, and I use this bag the last several years. I get like 10 to 12 pounds of potatoes off of them. It's awesome. This grow bag is some extra potatoes that my neighbor didn't plant. It's in I think it's a 15-gallon grow bag under here, kind of a shallow grow bag. But they are super happy. These are huckleberry gold, so purple-skinned, yellow-meated potatoes, and the plants are huge. I just wanted to, before I move down to the lower level, I just wanted to show you. I put up this Premier One electric fence up here to keep the deer and the goats out, and that'll mean more when we get down to blueberries and raspberries. So these 3 pots here are Sweetheart cherry tomatoes, a variety I've never grown before. They're super cute, and it looks like maybe just a few days before they start to ripen, the little ones. So that'll be my first tomatoes, I'm thinking. These next pots are 5 jalapenos, a poblano, an Anaheim, and there's a couple more bell peppers at the end, and a rose that I'm going to put in. But they're doing super good. I have jalapenos on, and they're getting there. They're still small, but it's still really early for those here too. Then we'll move along to the bigger pots. These are 70-quart muck tubs, actually, that I drilled holes in the bottom. And these first 3 plants are San Marzano paste tomatoes. They need a little more pruning of some of the green growth, but they have nice airflow. Let me move this at the bottom. That's going to help us this week with the temperatures. This is an ivory bell pepper that my daughter bought me, and it's really putting some effort in there. All of these pots have a basil, a pepper in the front, and a tomato in the back. This is a bell pepper. Nothing much going on here yet. Another San Marzano. So it's kind of the same thing all along here, but I want to get to the other end and show you these guys. These are the Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes. They're huge. They're doing great. Look at the size of those blossoms. So cool. Like, I usually only grow paste tomatoes. Let me get a better shot here. Look at these. How cool is that? So they're doing super well. this little bell pepper, it's got them growing in every direction. So I don't think we're all that far off of these. I don't know what color these are supposed to end up, but they, from the moment they emerged from the flower, they were this really light color. So we'll see what they are. Here's one of my basils. This is probably a plant I'll keep pinching flowers off of, and try to get enough from this one is one I really like for dehydrating for fall. Now this last one, oh look at these. Now this is supposed to be a bell pepper. It's not really looking very bell pepper like, but looks delicious. Look at this guy. I am so excited. Let me get you a size comparison here on my hand. This is a Kellogg's breakfast tomato. They'll get really big, but I have been out here talking to this guy every day. Doubles in size pretty much every day. So really exciting. It's the first one I've ever grown. Can't wait to slice that. My sad little sweet potatoes, we'll see what they do. Looks like I ended up getting 5 plants out of the huge box that I ordered, and the post office held on to them for a week in the heat, and they didn't tolerate that very well. This next bag, this is another one of these 12-pound shallow grow bags I ordered off of Amazon. These front ones are not jalapenos, so jalapenos without heat, and a couple extra bell pepper plants I threw in the back because I didn't have anywhere else for them. This is Greek basil, and it's here just for pest control. So I mentioned the Premier One fencing and protecting things from the deer and the goats. These are my big in-the-ground blueberry plants. 2 new ones over here on the right, and the 3 existing ones back there. The goats came in here and cleaned these down to bare sticks this spring. And they are really coming back. I won't get any fruit off of them this year, but I really thought they were dead. They did the same thing to my raspberries that are totally locked in weeds. Yeah, I don't know how that got that out of control, but I'm working on it. So same thing with the raspberries. I don't know that I'll get any fruit early. Looks like I have a few flowers up at that top one, but they're coming back. And I have this little volunteer strawberry plant. It's kind of here at the end of my pepper grow bags, and it's really growing pretty hard. There's one down below too. It's getting a lot of excess water off of these grow bags, so I think it's liking it right there. So that is my upper garden. Really enjoying this. Look at the size of these. It's absolutely spectacular. Very excited to see what I get tomato wise. Obviously I need to prune up some of this green growth on these, but today they'll get covered. We're expecting 100-degree heat plus out to 109. Very unusual here, especially in June. So I'll be throwing some sheets over the tomatoes today to give them some late afternoon shade. One last look at the blueberry plants on the way back in. I have 3 of these hanging here, but look at this. That's crazy. So exciting. I see some fresh goat milk yogurt in my near future with blueberries.